Welcome to Will and Will News Nightly. I'm Will Carmichael.
And I'm Will Barber, and today we'll be talking about the unfortunate truth of Oregon's low instructional school hours.
As of right now, the national average for school year length is 180 days long, and some school districts in Oregon don't even reach that average.
Wow, this is very sad, Will.
Truly.
Kids in Oregon must be at a disadvantage because of this.
Now, for an inside look, we're headed to Justin for our new segment, This Just In.
Thanks, Wills. I'm here at Sunset High School, going to interview one of their IB science teachers, Mr. Schilling. So I've heard you frequently speak out about the lack of school days in Oregon's education system. Can you tell me how this affects you as a school teacher?
So with fewer school days in our building and in our state due to lack of state funding, it takes time away from the growth experience. It's hard to grow and learn if we don't set aside time to grow and learn. So with less time within our school walls, it requires students to work independently on their 3-day and 4-day weekends, to learn on their own, to learn with each other, whereas within the formal setting of the school, we have a lot less time than other places in our country.
And I know yourself are a father. How do you feel knowing that your daughters could get a limited education based on where you live?
Yeah, so around the dinner table, we talk about the fact that school days have been cut, and my daughters look at me like, that's not fair. And so, living in the state of Oregon, I realize I need to supplement my kids' education. Every morning, my 9-year-old wakes up to a math test that I wrote out while I was eating my breakfast. Drill and kill math skills. And we do things on the weekend. During summertime, we send them out to camps so that they can enrich their academic growth there. So, I'm not ready to move because I love working here where I do, but it does require us to learn beyond the walls of our classroom.
So, what are your opinions on the lack of school days in our school year when it comes to IB courses?
So, IB courses come with a syllabus that's about this thick of things that we're supposed to cover in IB. And they say, it'll take you this amount of time to do it. And then when our school days cut down to that amount of time, then there's that chunk that students don't have class time to address. So as they prepare for exams in May, they have to do 2 weeks or 3 weeks worth of independent study on topics that we haven't hit in class. And it's a burden for them. It's an opportunity to grow, but it's not ideal. The fact that our school year ends in mid-June and the exams are early May, a full month and a half before the end of our school year, cuts us even shorter.
Thank you for your time. It's been a pleasure.
I now know why parents and students may feel cheated in the Oregon educational system.
As do I, Will. State law requires high schools to offer 990 instructional hours to all of its students, and some schools don't even reach that minimum.
Couldn't the increased amount of instructional hours outside of Oregon put those schools at an advantage?
It's precisely what it does, Will.
Well, for an inside look, let's go to Ryan with an interview with an IB student at Sunset High School.
Thanks, Wills. I'm here at Sunset High School to interview one of the bright young students. Please, introduce yourself to our audience.
Hi, my name's Jeffrey.
So, Jeffrey, is it true that you have a problem with Oregon's educational system?
Yes, it is true. Did you know that students who go to school in Oregon lose about 90 instructional hours per year, rather than students who don't?
Wow, that's astounding. Is it also true that 8th period study hall has been cut for seniors?
Yes, it has.
So, do you have a study hall?
I do not have one.
Isn't that a problem when trying to access teachers for help?
Yes, it is. And what makes it worse is because school policy says that once school ends, we're supposed to leave campus and we're not allowed to come back. So if I need to seek help from teachers, I am unable to do so.
Wow, that's a problem. Wills?
Wow, Ryan.
That's unfortunate. Depending on the school district, Oregon students are receiving between a year to a year and a half less of student instruction than Washington over the course of their K-12 educations. This is a big deal, Will.
It is also a big deal that when Superintendent Heidi Sipe moved with her family, including 2 high school students, from Washington to Oregon, said her mom heart was worried. Parents shouldn't have to worry about their child's education, Will.
No, they shouldn't. And it's up to us, the taxpayers, the parents, to make sure our children are getting the best education possible.
If we do nothing, our kids will be at a disadvantage when competing against students coming from all areas of the United States. Now, Will, can you inform our viewers of how to get involved with this dilemma?
Yes. In fact, anyone can get involved. All you have to do is go to the Oregon School Board Association's website, osba.org, and click on the Connect tab. After that, you can get in contact with any board member individually or call and email the board with your concerns. Thank you for watching this thrilling edition of Will
And Will
News Nightly.